I did it, yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I?
I heard a flare gun, I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none, I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, to see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip when it's split, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Take a sip when it's split, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Yeah, the sun can't touch me, got a brand new visor, yeah. You're friend smart, but my boy's wiser, yeah. Get the job done like the equalizer. And I'ma grab another drink, cause tonight I'ma die like Michael Phelps. Hey, diving in this pool, I don't know what we have. Hey, I'm just telling you the truth. I heard a flare gun, I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none, I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, to see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip when it's split, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Take a sip when it's split, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Get it triumphant, let's bump it. Don't mind me seizing the moment, energy up my body burning. My stomach keep on turning, stop moving, I can't control it. On my last breath and I can't hold it, you gotta give it all I got. This for the ones that think I'm joking. This for real, lightweight bust off half a. Yeah, I'm sweating, baby. Must be all them happy meals. I don't know how happy feels, but damn, I'm trying to find you. Say I got sex appeal. I think it's cause I wear the fire gun. I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none, I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, to see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip when it's split, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Take a sip when it's split, we on track for the win.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Miami Dolphins. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. 20-yard line.
Check nickel. Hey, check 24. Check 20. Go ultra. Check nigga. You got tape right there.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line.
Down by
tackle made there by Jabril Peppers.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 22-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's go.
Love now. Buying time to his left. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, Defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of him, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Love from the gun. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. A quick throw now complete to Ross. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
A first down carry for Barkley. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 10 more there and another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And some room to maneuver. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A first catch for the man leading the NFL in receiving yards in this first month. And a first down to boot. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the Jaguars' 10-yard line.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Love looking to throw it. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
9-yard line.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Working out of the gun. Love. That's complete right around the 8. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
That's out to the left and complete. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. John Ross, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive. Now the Dolphins, they're lining up to go for the 2-point conversion. Again, it's Love. And that is going to be caught. And it moves the lead to 8-0.
Score Dolphins 8, Jaguars nothing.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The first carry for the shifty Tariq Cohen. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race. But how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
First down, Jacksonville.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score.
Dolphins 8, Jaguars nothing.
First down, a run with Cohen. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37.
Down at the 37.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Complete to number 4. A gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. 20, 10, touchdown, Jaguars.
Number 10.
DeAndre Hopkins, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jaguars move back within a couple of the lead. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. So the Jags will keep the offense out there as they'll decide to go for 2. They're going to try and run. pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Boy, they're down only 1 score, still first half, but they're going to line up for the onside kick. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. A good balanced attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive
guy, what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
48-yard line.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Operating from the gun, Love. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 22-yard line. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. Jordan Love ready on first down here. And this is caught at the 8. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
At the 7-yard line.
They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Another try for Barkley, and not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. John Ross with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. So they've had 2 drives, and he's had the 2 receiving touchdowns.
And how about a game plan where you decide to force feed or feature someone, and it works? First 2 drives, as you noted, end up in touchdown passes. I think they're going to keep going to them until the defense makes any kind of an adjustment.
So now the Dolphin offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. From the gun, Love. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further.
16. Jaguars 6.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Now this will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Minus 50, minus 50. Let's get this ball back to the offense.
Second down, here's Hurts. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
The 25-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Love. And his throw is incomplete. The intended target, Saquon Barkley. And that'll bring up second down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Love. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead. Not so fast. That pick six really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
Throwing is Hurts. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful. Boy, they're down only one score, still first half, but they're going to line up for the onside kick. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Their own 29-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash. 56, Mike.
Love now to pass on first down. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
Incomplete.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Love. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 11 yards there, first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Dolphins are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Going back to Love. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. To the air again, Love. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Justin Reed. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. Here's Hurts to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he is into the end zone. So they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime.
Dolphins 16.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Hurts. Goes down just inside the 10, back at the 9. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Could you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level. He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On third down, Love. This will be caught inside the 10. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. From the gun, Love. The quick slant caught, and he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Dolphins have tied it. Now they can take the lead with the extra point.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
And they are 3 for 3 on two-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score.
22.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Hurts sets up to throw it. Rolling to his right. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll make it second down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. DeAndre Hopkins with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front. So now another 2-point conversion attempt coming up for the Jaguars. And he is not going to get to the goal line. And for the first time here this afternoon, they are thwarted on the 2-point conversion.
24.
Dolphins are going to recover. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
3 yards the gain there, second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Second down, Love. This is the tight end, Njoku. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 16 yards, a first down. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. First and 10. No gain there on the completion, second and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
An important play right here, third and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On third down, Love. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
The drive starts with a handoff to Adams. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
They'll run again with Adams. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line.
At the 28-yard line.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try and pick up the first down with Adams. And he is going to have a Jags first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
At the 40-yard line.
Now Adams. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. It's a big play for the Jaguars. And even 60 yards for him on the ground. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll go to Adams, trying to pass pounded in. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be second and goal. On second down, it's Adams. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a third and goal. What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. Third and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. So here we go now as the Jaguars will go for 2. They'll try and run it here. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2.
Dolphins 24.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. From the 24, they'll go again on second and 10. To throw again, Love. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Going up top. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Greedy Williams picks it off. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet and make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
43-yard line.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Love now on 2nd down. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. A big pickup of 38.
At the 19-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Love. That one complete. He finds Shark. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one.
At the 4-yard line.
Love looking to throw. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So now a big play here as the Dolphins will go for the 2. Back to throw. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. And the lead is cut to 2 here in the 4th.
Jaguars 34. Dolphins 32.
So down only 2 now. Still a chance to finagle their way into field goal range if they can get this onside kick. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. And some room to work. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 14 there, and that should be enough to get him home free.
First down, Jaguars.
And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So this will be a win for Jacksonville, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Jacksonville, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for Miami, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Responsible without your money or none. Party on the credit taking so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hell on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Come like a bat of the hell, I dare you to cross like a reverend. In my energy paralyzed, I'm like a finger 11. Take a second, I'm finna send it like a parent. Get at me, then you need you a confession, you a mess. You was scary to me. Heard you was a leader, but that ain't apparent to me. Put dust on you like cheetah, run up down the air in the scene. Now just like Vegeta Prince, and I'm an heir to the seat. I mean, for real. That's a lot on my chest, but it don't mean the man is stealing. Mean I'm walking with some money, man. I mean a couple mil. Ew, think you need a meal. You ain't even eating while I'm feasting in the field. That's why I'm always cheesing, cause I feel like Uncle Phil. And all this losers think the freshman ain't half the man as well. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hell.